Jai Shri Ram, welcome all of you all for our weekly Ramayana class. We are going reading through the Valmiki Ramayana, Balkand, verse by verse, and we are in the 15th Sarga, 15th chapter, and we have completed verse number 27. Up to verse number 27, we have completed. But just to have a fast recap, let me see. Anyone remembers what we discussed last time? Some important points. Everyone forgetting. No one remembers.
तो आपने प्रभु जी
प्रभु जी-
बताया अच्छे से
बोलिए सोइए तो
ये आपने बताया था विपदा विपदा नहीं वाला एक संपदा संपदा नहीं
संपदा
है
नहीं है। एक्चुअली संपदा क्या है?
संपदा है कि हम भगवान को याद रखें।
हाँ, और विपदा ये है कि हम भगवान को भूल जाते हैं, वही विपदा है। और उसके बाद
और था तो बहुत सारा था।
प्रभु जी एक
प्रभु जी
ये था कि
हाँ
प्रभु जी सिचुएशनल सरेंडर्स के बारे में आपने बताया था कि देवता जब सिचुएशन आती है तब वो सरेंडर करते हैं, नॉट बिफोर दैट। जब भी
मतलब दैट से एकदम मतलब ही सरेंडर।
यस यस यस
When you are in problem, you surrender, you remember God. That means you are very, very selfish. But what should be our motto? Don't wait for a problem. You're already in a problem. The very birth itself is a problem. हमने जो जन्म लिया वो खुद ही एक प्रॉब्लम। जन्म ना होता तो ये पूरा झंझट झमेला नहीं होता। So our birth itself is a problem. So what you're going to do? First thing is surrender to God and let's not make another birth. Let's not have another birth and have a series of problem again coming in our life. Point number 2, very important. We have discussed about, sorry, but very important point. I'm wondering why you all forgot. Very important point. Glorifying Lord. What is the difference between glorifying God and glorifying other worldly people? हम लोग भी कभी-कभी स्टेज में समारोह में बोलते हैं ना, अरे महान महानुभाव हैं, ये है वो है। वाकई में कुछ नहीं होता, बस हम लोग एक लिप टॉक, दिस व्हाट वी कॉल एज लिप टॉक, और उसे हम लोग उसको बोल देते हैं भाई यू आर वेरी ग्रेट, बट एक्चुअल whoever in the world is, no one can be greater than the supreme God. Supreme God is the most best and best in everything. The most notorious person, the most well-being person, the most caring person, the most passionate person, and the best in all. So हम लोगों के ग्लोरिफिकेशन में और बाकी लोगों के जो ग्लोरिफिकेशन है, जो उनका गुणगान गाते हैं, बहुत अंतर है। तो ग्लोरिफिकेशन सिर्फ और सिर्फ भगवान का होता है, और बाकी मनुष्यों का ग्लोरिफिकेशन ठीक है, उनको खुश करने के लिए हो सकता है। दैट्स डिफरेंट। Okay, let's read from verse number 26-27. The Supreme Lord Vishnu. Who is going to read today?
I will read.
Okay, welcome. Please read.
The Supreme Lord Vishnu, to whom the entire world pays their obedience, was nicely
Father, your voice is little low, little louder. You will have to read a little louder. Yeah.
Now you can hear me?
Yeah.
The Supreme Lord Vishnu, to whom the entire world pays their obeisance, was nicely glorified by the Devatas who were headed by Brahma. Then to the assembled Devatas who followed Dharma, the Lord spoke as follows.
Yes, continue.
The Supreme Lord Vishnu continued, "Give up your fear, my blessings to all of you. For your benefit, I will kill that evil-minded, wicked Ravana, along with his sons, grandsons, ministers, friends, and relatives. After killing him in the war, the Devatas and sages will be freed from fear. Then I will reside in the world of humans for 11,000 years and protect the earth."
This is very important. This entire shloka is very important. भयम त्रजायते भद्रम, ऑल ब्लेसिंग्स टू यू। भद्रम ते मतलब ऑल ब्लेसिंग्स टू यू। भयम त्रजाय, भय को छोड़ दो, डर को छोड़ दो। और ये डर को छोड़ना बोला तो क्या है, व्हाट इज लॉर्ड ट्राइंग टू से। पहले भी भगवान ने बोला है, कब बोला है और कहाँ बोला है। भगवत गीता में बोला है, वर्ड बहुत अच्छा इंपॉर्टेंट वर्ड है, माँ सुचाह। व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ माँ सुचाह?
डू नॉट वरी।
डू नॉट वरी। तो ये डू नॉट वरी का मतलब क्या? हाउ when does Lord say? याद रखना, whenever a person surrenders to God, God is immediately happy. He doesn't wait for his glorification or all. You have surrendered, fine. Then he says, don't worry, I am there. आपने कभी भगवान को दो मुद्राओं में देखा हो? जब भी आप डीटी देखते हो, इवन तिरुपति बालाजी का डीटी भी देखते हो, एक ऐसा है ना, हाथ को ऐसा, और दूसरा ऐसा, लाइक दिस, ऐसा रखते हैं नीचे। व्हाट इज द टू सिग्निफाई? दिस मुद्रा सिग्निफाइज अभय प्रदानम, ये अभय दे रहे हैं। जिस इसके लिए इसमें लिखा रहता है माँ सुचा। अभय क्यों दे रहे हैं भाई, अभय कैसे दे रहे हैं? बट डोंट वरी, मेरे पास आ गया ना। When can you see someone's hand? When you have gone to meet that person. No, you go to some big minister or some big personality. साहब ऐसा ऐसा प्रॉब्लम, मेरे घर पे बहुत प्रॉब्लम है ये। डोंट वरी, मैं हूं ना, मैं देख लेता हूँ। अभय देते हैं ना, चिंता मत करो, आगे से हम लोग देख लेंगे, आगे से हमारा आदमी देख लेगा। तो इट इज अभय। तो लॉर्ड इज ऑल्सो हैविंग टू मुद्रा, अभय प्रदानम एंड वर प्रदान। वर दे रहे हैं, तो अपना अपना जो भी मांगना है मांग लो, जो भी जिसको जो मांगना है मांग लो। So when you are getting abhaya pradhanam, Lord, that is completion of surrender. The other point, which is very important, is when you surrender to God, He doesn't just give you what is required for that moment. Just imagine, you were very hungry, you come and cry to your mother, मम्मी बहुत भूख लगी है। तो मम्मी ने कुछ सब्जी बना दिया, एक रोटी भी बना दी। साथ में देखी बच्चे बहुत भूखा है, एंड उसको बहुत प्यारा काम, उसको बहुत प्यार लगता है, अच्छा लगता है। तो उसके लिए उसको जो प्यारी चीज है क्या है, चलो हलवा बहुत पसंद है, गाजर का हलवा बना दे। समथिंग समथिंग दैट द बॉय डिड नॉट आस्क फॉर, बट द मदर स्टिल मेक्स बिकॉज शी लव्स द चाइल्ड। सिमिलरली, whenever you surrender to God, this is what is God's way of giving. Give up your fear. My blessings to all of you. His blessing means freedom from fear for us. भगवान का कृपा ही यही होता है कि हमारा भय सब चला जाए। For your benefit,
आ जाओ, तुम पास हो जाओ।
for your benefit, I will kill that evil-minded, wicked Ravana, along with his sons, grandsons, ministers, friends, and relatives. What does this mean? पूरा कुल वंश, उसके दोस्त मित्र जो है, सबको मैं मार दूं। तो याद रखना, अगर आप, भले ही आप खुद अधर्मी ना हो, मगर किसी अधर्मी के दोस्त हो, किसी पापी के दोस्त हो, यू आर अ फ्रेंड ऑफ सम वन हु इज इन्वॉल्व्ड इन बैड एक्टिविटीज, you will also have to suffer, because Lord doesn't kill only the bad, He kills also those who are associated with the bad. Because association with the bad is also same. In worldly law, भौतिक दुनिया में अगर आप लॉ देखोगे, the law also says, भाई ये बहुत, तुम किसी क्रिमिनल के साथ थे, तो उसका तुम्हारा जोड़ीदार है, भले तुमने कुछ भी क्राइम नहीं किया, इवन इफ यू हैव नॉट कमिटेड एनी क्राइम, यू विल हैव टू गो टू द जेल। आपको सलाखों के पीछे जाना ही होगा। The reason is, since you are connected to a wrong person. So same applies here also. That's why Vishnu is saying, I will eliminate all these people. After killing him in war, the Devatas and the sages will be freed from fear. Now, what is the difference between Devatas and sages? The Devatas have surrendered. But did you see the sages surrender? The sages have not surrendered. But the Lord is, as it is concerned about the sages. Why is concerned about the sages? Because they are always devotedly connected to. This is the fruit of surrender. अगर कोई भी भगवान का शरणागत होता है तो भगवान उसकी इच्छा पूरी करते हैं. आप में से कोई भी अगर जाके भगवान की शरण कर ले, आपका इच्छा पूरा हो जाएगा. आप बोलेंगे नहीं प्रभु जी, मैं तो बहुत दिन से माला वाला किया, ये किया, अभी तक मेरी गाड़ी नहीं आई, बंगला नहीं आया, मेरा धंधा बढ़ा नहीं. सरेंडर का दो एस्पेक्ट्स है, प्रिय एंड श्रेय. भगवान आपको श्रेय देंगे. व्हाट इज बेस्ट फॉर यू, व्हाट नॉट दैट विच यू फील इज गुड फॉर. हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं, भगवान मुझे गाड़ी चाहिए, मुझे ये चाहिए, वो चाहिए. भगवान बोलेंगे नो, इफ आई बाय यू अ कार यू विल ड्राइव फास्ट, यू विल हिट एन एक्सीडेंट एंड यू विल डाई, सो आई विल नॉट गिव यू. Then by not dying you can do better devotion to me. So one should not crib. Whatever is happening by the mercy of God. That is why it is said very nicely, after killing him in war, Devatas and the sages will be free from fear. तो भगवान का एक उसूल है कि मेरे भक्तों को मैं संभालूंगा. Yogaksheman Bahamyam. Lord has already given this declaration in the Bhagavad Gita also. भाई जो मेरा भक्त है मैं उसको संभालूंगा. So he's saying, I will take care of the Devatas and the sages and free them from fear. Then I will reside in the world of humans for 11,000 years and protect the world. Is it necessary for the Lord to come down for the sake of protection? Yes, answer me. Is it necessary for the Lord to come physically?
No, Prabhuji, it is not necessary for the Lord to come. He
Then
can.
why he is saying, I will reside in this world of humans for 11,000 years and protect?
He's just coming so as he can give happiness to his devotees for the Adan and Pradhan of the Rasas with his devotees, to please them and to do his pastimes, leelas.
That then he can take the devotees up, no, directly. Why he has to come down?
And then at the same time, he has to show the others also that everybody should know that he is God and that God is not impersonal, and
Yes,
that God has a roop and God has all those qualities.
Yes.
So he has to prove that to the others.
Time and again, for the few foolish people in this world, God has to come and incarnate and show, मैं हूँ. And many a times I see videos, on WhatsApp and all that. अरे सी भगवान का चमत्कार, उनके गले से हार नीचे गिर गया, उनकी बांसुरी टेढ़ी हो गई, घूम गई. Nonsense. It's sheer nonsense. Because people are so dumb, they want time and again for God to come and prove to them, yes, Baba, I am staying there, I am existing. And you have doubt, that's your problem. There are so many things which are a proof. The very proof is that you are alive is the existence of God. Without God, you cannot exist also. So where is the question of foolishly speaking about foolishly speaking about the existence of God? People are again and again involved in only two activities: proving themselves as the best devotee of God Second category, one category says, oh, I don't accept God. And the category which accepts God, for them, they say, I am the best. And they want reciprocation from the deities. Why? Why is it necessary for a God to prove his existence or do some chamatkar? Because we are, our mind is so tuned that हम चमत्कार को ही नमस्कार करें. भगवान के गले से एक हार गिरा, भगवान के गले गिरे, हार गिरा, फूल गिरा. What nonsense! This is not the way you can prove the existence of God, or you want to get proved. It's very cheap mentality. It's not the true identification. So, coming back to the topic, is God, yes, he wants to reciprocate or interact with his devotees. That is the main purpose of God. There is no need for him to come down or incarnate to prove himself and to eliminate the wicked. Now, what is happening in the war? People are getting eliminated, right? Thousands of people are dying. The news is not coming, but people are dying. So what is happening? Without entry, without God's physical incarnation or entry, things are happening. वहां बैठे बैठे भगवान रावण को हार्ट अटैक दे सकते. एक तो रावण, प्लीज डोंट जज रावण as a small person. The people glorify him in WhatsApp. रावण भाई हो तो ऐसा, शूर्पणखा का नाक काटने के लिए बदला लिया. नहीं, अगर बदला लेता तो राम का अपहरण करता था, सीता का नहीं करता. डरपोक. If Ravan was truly trying to take the revenge for his sister, he would have confronted it with Rama, not with Sita. Kidnapping her hidingly, using Marich to divert Rama. But डरपोक है, एक नंबर का डरपोक. So what does this actually, what understanding do we get? Ravana was none other than, Ravana and Kumbhakarna were none other than Jai and Vijay. They were the Parshad, they were the doorkeepers, or rather the assistants of Lord Vishnu in Vaikuntha. In Vaikuntha, they were taking, as God. There's a very beautiful understanding to this. There is something called Bhu Vaikuntha, you know that? There is a small mini Vaikuntha, like, these foreign countries, they got an embassy. आज इंडिया में टर्की का एम्बेसी, पाकिस्तान का एम्बेसी, ये एम्बेसी. So that mini embassy is as good as that country sitting in this country. हमारा भी होता है वहाँ पे, इंडियन एम्बेसी होता है वहाँ पे पाकिस्तान. So everywhere there is an embassy. एम्बेसी में कौन बैठते हैं वहाँ पे? वो जो देश के प्रतिनिधि. And this is similarly just on the exterior of this material world, or this Jagadanda, there is Bhu Vaikuntha. And that Vaikuntha, the four Kumaras, Sanak, Sanatan, Sanat Kumar, these four Kumaras, they were going. Suddenly, Lord played a Leela. Lord wanted to fight with Jai Vijay for fun. बच्चों में कुश्ती खेलते हैं ना कभी कभी, तो कुश्ती खेलने का मन. चलो, ऐसे भी उसने, लक्ष्मी जी ने उनको श्राप दे दिया है कि भाई तुमने मुझे रोका है तो तुम्हारे उस अपराध का फल देना है. तो चलो, मल्टीटास्किंग बोला तो भगवान से, यू शुड लर्न मल्टीटास्किंग फ्रॉम गॉड. इमीडिएटली गॉड, सुप्रीम गॉड वैकुंठा, sitting there, quietly watched. Four Kumaras came, and suddenly he created anger because the two, Jay and Vijaya, the two people, Parshada, standing out, stopped him. Now, many people say, use this word as watchmen, doorkeepers. Dwarpal, okay, they were doorkeepers. But what is the purpose of doorkeeper? You think any Rakshasa can enter Vaikuntha? walk into Vaikuntha? जा सकता है कोई? यहाँ कोई बड़े बड़े अमिताभ बच्चन जैसा कोई बड़े आदमी के घर पे आप नहीं घुस सकते हो. There is a question of entering into Vaikuntha. But Lord says these two Dwarpas, what was their duty? Their duty is to facilitate the visitors meeting the Lord. जैसे हम मंदिर में जाते हैं, go to the temple. There is a priest who is standing between you and the supreme deities. अर्च विग्रह और आपके बीच में कौन है? बीच में पुजारी है. And you take some nice flowers, fruits or something for him. The pujari takes it from you and goes inside and offers. And the God also knows it is not the pujari who is offering me, it is the devotee who is standing outside is offering me. And then whatever offering he gives back to you or to somebody else. So what does this mean? He is a facilitator. He is not there to stop. Hey, you can't come here. You stand here. I will do it. He doesn't say that. Same way, Jai Vijay's job was to facilitate. But somehow, Lord, in the form of Paramatma, created an anger. First, in the heart of Jai Vijay, who stopped them. Hey, you are looking at small kids. Why are you going inside? Who are you? Stop. Very roughly they talked. Mind you, they are Parshadas. They are not ordinary people. They are Vaikuntha Vasis. But then God said, "Nee, let me use him for a Leela." He created. There are big, please understand, there are so many multitaskings which Lord has to do. Lord wants to show in the Shastra how important Brahmanas are. I'll come to that story a little later. Immediately, the four Brahmanas, there is the four Kumaras, they got very angry. They are also supposed to be highly elevated souls. They also got angry and they immediately cursed him. You are not fit to stay here. To go, and this type of behavior is expected only in the material world. And this, what is it? Mrityu Lok, go there. Immediately, they started crying, and then God said, "Don't worry, you become demons for only 3 births, and then you can come back to me." So Lord ने क्या किया? Plan A क्या था? How to go to this material world for meeting my devotees, for blessing my devotees, interacting with them and taking their services. Be it be Krishna Leela, be it be Ram Leela, everywhere Lord is taking services. And last but not the least, he had to fulfill a curse given by a sage, a Brahmana. Once it so happened, there was a fight between the Devatas and the Asuras. I'm forgetting the name of this sage. Brigu, yeah, Brigu, not Brigu. I don't know. It's off my mind. I have to go to my books and this. So the sage represented the Devatas. I think Brahaspati or it was Brahaspati. Yes. So the Asuras, they all went in fear, and all the Devatas and Vishnu was fighting, and they ran. And they went to the hermitage of this sage. And the sage was not there. And this sage's wife was standing there. So they all went to the hermitage, took shelter under this lady, and they said, "Please save us. We are taking shelter under you. Please save us from Vishnu and the Devatas." Okay, she said, "Go and hide behind, I will protect you." And when Vishnu and the Devatas came, she said, wait, you can't attack them. They are under my protection. Asha started getting jittered. Vishnu was so angry, immediately took his Sudarshan Chakra and killed her. And after killing her, he killed all the Asuras. When the sage came back, so my wife has been killed by Devatas, by Vishnu, for whom I am doing so much of yajna, so much of tapasya, and all the austerities I am doing, penances I am doing. This is what he has done. Immediately curses. What separation I am suffering for losing my wife, you will also suffer the same pain. वही दर्द तुमको भी सहना पड़ेगा. This comes in the Uttarakanda of the Ramayana. And then the Vishnu standing there accepts the curse. Now why he accepts the curse? For him, the Brahmanas are the most dearest people in the world. He wants to make the words of the Brahmanas true under all circumstances. And the best part of the curse is, unless and until God doesn't accept, the curse is not valid on anyone, including himself. If someone curses me or you, it will work only if God gives the approval. If God doesn't approve, it will not work. So same applies to God also. But God approved it. Yes, accepted. Yes. In this Leela, I've got 2-3 things to do. I will go down. I'll be separated with my wife. Because one Asura has done tapasya. Somewhere one Asura has done a tapasya कि जिस दिन विष्णु और लक्ष्मी separate हो जाएंगे ना, दूर हो जाएंगे. Because he knows विष्णु के हृदय में लक्ष्मी जी का वास है. लक्ष्मी जी stays in the heart of Vishnu. वक्षस्थल, कहते हैं ना वक्षस्थल में है. He said, जिस दिन they are separated ना, that day I can be killed. Till then I cannot be killed. Vishnu said, okay, ये curse I will use when I will go down. I will kill my 2 Parshadas, Jay and Vijay, who will come down as Asuras. I will interact with my devotees. I will take this Brahmana's curse by which I will be separated with my wife Sita, and the Rakshasa will be killed. See how much of multitasking God can do. And now after a few verses you will see God asking, मैं क्या करूं, कैसे मारूं? अभी now he is saying, don't worry. In this verse he is saying, oh, give up your fear. Trajaya bhayam, trajayam bhayam. Oh, sorry, bhayam trajayate. Bhayam trajayate. Give up your fear. दे दो, छोड़ दो. And आगे जाके क्या बोलेंगे? मैं कैसे मारूं? How do I go and kill? Then the devatas have to give an idea. No, you become as a son of Dashrath Maharaj, and then you kill him because he is free from humans. Humans से उसने वर नहीं मांगा है अब. So when Lord plans, there is a lot of multiple planning behind one. हम लोग का हमारा एक प्लान में अगर थोड़ा दूसरा प्लान ऐड कर दिया तो हम लोग कितने अपने आप को ओवर स्मार्ट, ओवर इंटेलिजेंट समझने लगते हैं. But mind you, there is no one in this world who can be smarter than. Yes. Continue on.
The Lord of the Devatas, Lord Vishnu, thus gave a boon to all of them. Then the self-sufficient God was thinking about a birthplace for himself among the humans.
So now he is coming to, now after giving all this, he is coming to a doubt. अभी किसके घर पे पैदा होगा? भगवान. So by the way, why Bhagavan has to choose? Is there any reason he has to choose? कारण तो होना चाहिए. तो ऐसे भगवान कैजुअली ले लेंगे किसी को भी. Yes. Yes, अपेक्षित.
प्रभु जी, पायस क्रेडिट्स या जो भक्त है उसके घर पे आएंगे ऐसा.
To have God as your son means you need to have pious credits. आपने उतना पुण्य किया होना चाहिए. हमारे रामायण में लिखा है, आगे आएगा, अयोध्या कांड में आएगा. रामचंद्र जी के पिता दशरथ महाराज died because of separation from Ramchandra ji, who has gone to exile, and he went to heaven. हमने तो सुना है भगवान के साथ जो जुड़ता है वो वैकुंठ जाता है. How could he go to heaven? Typing mistake. वाल्मीकि जी का typing mistake. No. Please understand, there's a very big leela behind this. Dashrath Maharaj, his earlier births, had committed lot of pious credit activities for which he had prayed to Vishnu that he will have someone like Vishnu as his son. Immediately he said, no one like Vishnu. Will have Vishnu only. Vishnu said, because मेरे जैसा कोई नहीं है, मैं ही आपके घर पे जन्म लूंगा. When Ramchandra had taken birth, Dashrath Maharaj was so attached to him. He said, I hope I am able to see the coronation of my son. But before the coronation, Kaikai ka Mantra ka episode, and because of that, क्या हुआ? What happened? Ramchandra ji had to go to forest, right? जितना अभिषेक का सामान था वैसे पड़ा रहा, जितना अभिषेक की तैयारी थी सब वैसे का वैसा रह गया. And who was the most saddest person? If you see the starting initial chapters of the Ayodhya Kand, Dashrath Maharaj is overexcited about his son's coronation. In fact, he wants it done immediately. अगला दिन सुबह. आज सोचा अगला दिन सुबह करना. I mean, there are various reasons for that. I've analyzed that very in detail in the book. He didn't want Bharat before Bharat could come because he knew in the heart of hearts he had promised Kaikai that his son would be the king before marriage. So many things were there, and he was seeing some bad omens. So he had decided, नहीं आज का आज में रामचंद्र जी का अभिषेक करते. And overnight the situation changed, and Ramchandra ji was forced to go to the forest. And Kaikai made sure that he went forest at the earliest. So when Sumantra comes back after leaving Ramchandra ji at Singhaberpur and making sure that he crosses the Ganga and he reaches the hermitage of Bharadwaj Muni, Sumantra comes back and reports it to Ramchandra, Dashrath Maharaj, that Rama and Lakshmana and Sita have reached the forest. Now this separation he could not bear, and he remembered the story of Shravan. Shravan Kumar का कहानी है ना, तो पता है ना श्रवण को कैसे गलती से मार दिया था. He remembers that, and finally he leaves the body. And Valmiki clearly writes he went to heaven. And what is the reason he went to heaven? Because this was also a divine planning. When देवतास, उनका एक दिन हमारे लिए कितना है? एक साल. इसके लिए देव उठन एकादशी होती है, देव शयन एकादशी होती है. तो देव शयन बोला तो 6 महीना उनके लिए दिन है, 6 महीना उनके लिए रात. तो ऐसा बोला तो एक साल हमारा, उनके लिए एक दिन. तो 14 बरस कितने दिन हुए? 14 दिन हुए. 14 years is equal to 14 days as per the calculation of the Devatas. So in 14 days, Dashrath Maharaj's wait for Ramchandra ji to be coronated got over. In 14 days, वो वापस आ गए. As per Dashrath Maharaj's calculation, it was 14 days. As per human calculations, it was 14 years. And then Ramchandra ji kills Dashrath, kills Ravan and comes back to Ayodhya. And there he gets himself coronated. And when Ramchandra ji was getting coronated, all the devatas came for the coronation ceremony. सभी देवता आए वहां पर, हवा में आके खड़े रह के देखे. They were all watching his coronation. Same way, Dashrath also came with those devatas. He also observed. He was also happy. He also blessed Ramchandra ji. अरे वाह, आखिर में जिस बेटे का मैं कॉर्नेशन देखना चाहता था, राज अभिषेक देखना चाहता था. That has finally taken place. And then he left for Vaikuntha. This is what is the explanation given by Acharyas. So sometimes remember, for many people have to do lot of sin, pure non-sinful activities or pure activities or pious activities to go to heaven. But once their heaven credits are over, they have to come back. But sometimes Lord uses heaven as a transit point. Hopping flight में transit रहता है ना बीच में, you halt at one place, stay there for 6-8 hours, and then from there you go to another place. So it's like a transit camp. So, and transit camp भी कौन सा? Heaven transit camp बोलो. Just imagine. This is the benefit of being associated with God for doing devotional service. Lord gives you this benefit. All Dashrath Maharaj went to heaven, waited there for just 14 days. Immediately, Ramchandra's coronation took place. He came, he observed, was happy. And having seen that desire fulfilled, he said, now I am ready to go. And he went to Vaikuntha. So this is how one has to understand. Association with God is always beneficial, paying, and in the long run, for you, Vaikuntha is guaranteed. Once you associated, the problem is God is there everywhere. Okay, he's in hell also, he's in heaven also, he's in this computer also, he's there in this laptop also. Everywhere he's there. Vasudeva Sarvamiti. But when you want to have an interaction with God, as per your bhava, as per your relation, कोई उसको भगवान को बच्चा समझेंगे, कोई अपना बॉयफ्रेंड समझेंगे, कोई अपना दोस्त समझेंगे, कोई भगवान को अरे बड़े बड़े महान व्यक्ति हैं, उनका चरण छूंगा. Each person sees God in a different aspect. So for that, as per the rasa bhav, there are various Vaikunthas. There are various Vaikunthas, there are various, you call it Goloka, you call it Saket Dham, you call it Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha may be varieties of Vaikuntha. Said, no, Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. Lord is holding Shankha Chakra Gada Padma in his 400 form. But the position of this Shankha Gada Padma will change. किसी वैकुंठ में शंख एक राइट हैंड में रहेगा तो किसी वैकुंठ में लेफ्ट हैंड में रहेगा, कभी नीचे के हाथ में रहेगा, कभी ऊपर वाला हाथ में रहेगा. We don't know that. So many permutation combination में अलग अलग वैकुंठ में अलग अलग रस भाव में भगवान रहते हैं. So that is why association with God is the most and most bewildering behavior is of God. भगवान यहाँ पूछ रहे हैं किसके घर पे जन्म लूं. It's like God asking, telling Yashoda Maiya, Krishna, when he was in Vrindavan, Yashoda Maiya used to take care of him. And the small child, जिससे स्वयं भयम विवेती डरती है, से भगवान मतलब क्या है, इस डर भी उनसे पैदा हुआ, वो भी उनसे डरता है, डर का मालिक भी वो है. He is a lord of fear also. That Lord is saying when he hears a crying of a lion or an owl or some jackal, when यशोदा मैया के बगल में सो रहे हैं कृष्ण भगवान, आके गले में आके लिपट जाते हैं, माँ मुझे डर लग रहा है, मुझे डर लग रहा है, as if he is a small child, as if he is going to be afraid of that fox or jackal. The howling of the jackal and fox is giving him fear. And he says, Lord says, I'm very much afraid, please protect me. And everywhere, the same person who had killed Putana, the very next day he had come over. Within 7 days, varieties of Rakshas मार दिया उन्होंने. और वही इंसान क्या कह रहे, I don't know anything, मुझे कुछ नहीं पता, I'm so foolish. Huh? And I can't, I'm innocent, I don't know anything. Same way Lord is behaving here like this. I don't know anything. That is why people get bewildered. जैसे भगवान का बिहेवियर देख के कौन सबसे पहला bewilder हुआ? कौन पहले bewilder हुआ? ब्रह्मा, देन इंद्र. ये सब bewilder हुए ना, तभी तो ब्रह्म विमोहन लीला हुआ, तभी तो गोवर्धन लीला हुआ. ये कौन ग्वाल बाल है? Who is he? I'll teach him a lesson. He got a lesson. Indra got a lesson in return. Brahma wanted to check. Please don't check. Don't get carried away. Why? Sati wanted to check. अरे ये कौन ब्रह्मा ये भगवान हो सकते हैं? सब जगह लता पता को पूछ रहे हैं, सीते सीते. ऐसा थोड़ी रोता है भगवान. अरे बाबा, he is the only person who cannot fit into your thought process. That is why Lord is considered as inconceivable. बार बार भगवान को इनकंसीवेबल क्यों कहा गया? हम हमारा सोच का दायरा बढ़ा नहीं सकते, इसके लिए हम बोलते हैं भगवान हमारे सोच के परे है. He is outside our imagination, our thought. That is the reason why God की लीलाओं पे कभी शक नहीं करना चाहिए, कभी गॉड की लीलाओं पे कभी डाउट्स नहीं क्रिएट करना चाहिए. नो. That's why Lord in the very first time in the Bhagavad Gita बोल दिया पहले, जन्म कर्म च में दिव्यम. मेरा जन्म और मेरा कर्म दोनों दिव्य है, भौतिक नहीं. हम जन्म लेते हैं, यहाँ पे भगवान सोचना पड़ रहा है. तो किसके वहां मतलब चॉइस है. सबसे बड़ा चॉइस इज लॉर्ड इज हैविंग चॉइस. किसके वहां लोग कितने अपने हम लोग में से किसके पास चॉइस था कहाँ जन्म लेना है? बॉम्बे में लेना है, दिल्ली में लेना है, अफ्रीका में लेना है कि स्विट्जरलैंड में लेना है, कि कभी कुत्ता बिल्ली कीट पतंग गधा घोड़ा क्या बनना है? नो चॉइस. एज पर द लॉ ऑफ कर्मा वी गेट बर्थ. और जन्म मिला, नो चॉइस, नो एक्सचेंज ऑफर. नहीं नहीं नहीं, डैडी पसंद नहीं है, मामा पसंद नहीं है, दूसरा मामा दे दो. ये मामी चाची पसंद नहीं है, दूसरा चाची दे दो. नो, जो भी है वही है. भाई पसंद नहीं है, नहीं जो भी है वही है, यही भाई है, यही बहन है. तो कांट, नो एक्सचेंज ऑफर, नो चेंज, कुछ नहीं कर सकते. तो प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, दिस इज व्हाट शोज गॉड्स ग्रेटनेस. हिज थिंकिंग, अरे मैं कहाँ पैदा, where should I take birth, means he has a choice. This is the proof that he is God. And when people tell him, oh, you can go to Darshat Maharaj's house and take birth over there, ठीक है, I'll take birth. और एंड में जन्म कैसे लिए, किससे हुए? पायसम से. ऋषि श्रृंगी ने पुत्र कामेष्टि यज्ञ किया, उसमें से क्या आया? खीर. पायसम मीन्स खीर. खीर खा के आज तक लेडीज कोई प्रेग्नेंट हुआ यहाँ पे? इस दुनिया में कोई खीर खा के प्रेग्नेंट हुआ? ऐसा तो कोई लेडीज खीर ही नहीं खाए. कटोरी का कटोरी खीर खा लेते हैं, और कोई आज तक हुआ है? नहीं. तो सिर्फ बहाना है. दैट इज वाई जन्म कर्म च में दिव्यम, मेरा जन्म और मेरा कर्म दिव्य है. एंड भगवान कहते हैं कि भाई माय जन्म एंड कर्म इज नॉट टू बी अंडरस्टूड बाय एवरी टॉम डिक एंड हैरी, बट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड, देन ओनली यू कैन कम बैक टू यू. एवं यो वेति तत्वतः त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्मं नायति मामेति स्वर्षम. इज वेरी क्लियर. तो तत्वतः हमें जानना पड़ेगा. एंड तत्वतः हमें जानना है तो पहला चीज ये समझ लो, the Lord has a choice. That is why he's clearly asking, oh Lord of the Lord of the Devatas, Lord Vishnu, thus gave a boon to all of them. Then the self-sufficient Lord, very important word, self-sufficient, Atmavan. The word used in the shloka is Atmavan. हम आत्मवान नहीं है, हम खुद से कुछ भी सक्षम नहीं है. We are not self enough or self satisfied. We are incomplete, we are not complete. So he says that then the self-sufficient God was thinking about the birthplace for himself among the humans. And what does this mean? Why he is thinking about a birthplace? That is what makes God's birth unique to a human birth. Even in Krishna Lila, he chose Devaki and Vasudeva. It was not that he was optionless. And वो भी वहां पे प्रकट हुए, करके 400 फॉर्म में आए. यशोदा मैया बोले, मैं सॉरी देवकी बोली, अरे अरे नहीं नहीं तुम इतना 400 नहीं 200 फॉर्म में हो जाओ, पहले छोटे हो जाओ फिर बच्चा हो गए. फिर 200 फॉर्म 400 फॉर्म में थे तभी भी. Then he said no no, she said requested him, you become 200 form, he became 200 form. And then he's taking a form of a small child, making arrangements of opening the door and everything, and telling us, just imagine newborn child speaking. Just पैदा हुआ बच्चा कभी बात करता है? पै 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 रोता है. और वो बच्चा बोल रहा है, नहीं काम करो, मुझे टोकरी में डालो और लेके चलो मथुरा. वो एड्रेस भी दे रहा है. आई डोंट नो, रीड मोर डीपली एंड अंडरस्टैंड. जीपीएस लोकेशन भी बताया गया, मथुरा में कहाँ जाना है, आगे लेफ्ट लो राइट लो. और बेचारा अंधेरे में जा रहे हैं, बारिश हो रही है, इट्स पिच डार्क, it's raining cats and dogs, the river Yamuna is overflowing, and then also this fellow Vasudev, poor fellow, is reaching the other side, going to the correct house, keeping the child in the correct place, getting the other child, coming back, and then the gods getting up. Please. So from this one line of Lord, where should I take birth, means he has a choice, and one who has a choice only can be attributed as God. We humans or any other creatures or any other beings don't have a choice. We take birth by force. No options asked. अगर asked रहता तो सब अंबानी के घर पे होते, सब अंबानी के घर पे बच्चे बन के आए. और इतने बच्चों के साथ अंबानी भी गरीब हो जाता. Okay, with this I'd like to close today's session. We'll continue next week.